back. Now, as you know, welcome back on in, the Dana Open is one of the best run golf tournaments you'll find anywhere. Today, we're wondering when it comes to the businesses which benefit from the Dana Open. So I have with me here Tiffany Bosch. I stole her. She's with the Sylvania Chamber of Commerce. So Tiffany, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So this is a big deal, nothing to sniff at. Tell me what is going on. How is this? Why is this a big deal?
Yeah, so this year marked the 40th anniversary for the Dana Open right here in Sylvania. It was last week, and you know, it's such an outstanding tournament. Judd and the team that he has, they do a phenomenal job. Like you said, it's one of the best, it's one of the longest standing LPGA tournaments also. So, and we have it right here in our backyard.
So then when it comes to revenue numbers, give us what you can, details, because it's not like, you know, they just came, it was a couple people and then they went away.
Yes, so we do work closely with the Dana Open team, you know, representing a lot of our businesses here in Sylvania. We've been privy to knowing, you know, the tournament brings over $1 million in revenue to Northwest Ohio. So that's amazing, and they're keeping it, like, it's here in Sylvania for us. So, you know, you talk to local coffee shop owners, and they saw an uptick in business. So especially over the weekend at those last final rounds, our breweries right in downtown, they also saw an uptick. So those are things that as a chamber, we're really able to see and coordinate with our businesses, and hearing how much money is brought into Northwest Ohio and how much money is donated back to our charities. The Dana Open does a phenomenal job donating back to our charities.
I feel like this is an obvious question then, but you know, what if I'm really not into golf, but it seems as though Dana Open, there's still something for everybody, right?
There's something for everyone. So the Dana Open, they started having events early summer. You know, they had their women's summit, which had, I think, 600 or 700 women in attendance, some great speakers. They did a night with, and they bring in a celebrity, and I'm drawing a blank, so Judd and team, don't be upset with me.
It's
I can't remember.
It's cool, it's cool.
Yeah, who it was. And then they do a big fundraiser, and they hosted it this year at the Hollywood Casino, which was also a chamber member of ours. So just having all of these partners come in and their sponsors, it's just outstanding to see the collaboration that they bring to the tournament and why it's such an amazing tournament for the LPGA.
What's funny is sometimes, of course, you know, I'll admit in my younger years, nothing ever happens exciting here in Toledo, or nothing happens in Sylvania.
Come on.
That's clearly not true.
Yeah, that's not the case. You know, the LPGA, I'm going to give a few shout outs. You know, Pizza Palooza was also last week. We have the Rib Off this weekend, Jeep Fest coming up. You know, there's always something to do, and the events and programs that our organizations host here locally, they do a phenomenal job of bringing our visitors in to Toledo, to the surrounding communities. So kudos to all of them and really shining a light on Toledo.
So when it comes to maybe trying, because sometimes people want to get innovative and have a new event happen and let it be just as big as Dana, well, that's not going to be possible yet, but the Dana Open. What are some ways, or what are good suggestions if they came to you as the chamber? What should we do? How can we make folks definitely want to come in?
Yeah, I think it's partnering, collaborating with other organizations, other partners, how you can get involved, what we're missing here potentially. But you know, all of the partners that come together for the Dana Open, for Pizza Palooza, Jeep Fest is huge. All of those people can make a bigger impact because they're working with partners that are well established already. So there's nothing against having a new event here in town. I think there's lots of opportunities, but we have a phenomenal selection of events that take place all year round.
Exactly. Now, if you could bring in $1 million, probably. If not,
yes.
And then, of course, when it comes to, so we said Jeep Fest, right, is next?
It's coming up here August 1st through the 4th, I believe.
You're correct.
Okay. Yeah,
we're almost
live.
Positive. Almost positive. But just obviously, and then what does it mean as a resident to maybe go to these things? Because it's just like, I'm not real big on the crowds, but I should still try, you know, certain time of day, certain time, still go, yes?
Yeah, go, support, see what events are taking place within those big events. See if there's something that, you know, are you looking for something with your family? You can go during a specific time. Are you looking for history? There might be something going on also, especially like at Jeep Fest. They have stuff every single day. So find those schedules. They do bring in big crowds, which is great, but I'm sure there might be some lower peak times that you can kind of explore.
You can go during the lull times. There's always a lull. It's never constant. Well, Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us. So, of course, it's always about, again, the commerce, the excitement, millions of dollars, lots of people, but it's a fun new experience.